Yes, sir. Salute to all the real out there, man. We are black. We are black in the building, man. We like to welcome every zone out there back to another episode of GRAND Day Baltimore. Damon, this is number 70, man. 70 out here. Episode 70 out here, man. We've been banging this thing out, man, bringing everybody out there more information and the most inspiration out there for all the Charm City residents, man. I am Joseph Garner, along with my co-host over here with the co-most, Damon Williams. You know, you can find him at on his OnlyFans at Red Toenail Pig Feet.
Oh, what got red toenail?
You ain't painting the toes. You just gonna give them to him raw, huh? Shimmy, yeah. Nah, but it's all good. Yeah, if y'all ever know, man, we always laugh and joke about starting the OnlyFans page up here. It's so hard, Damon, to keep up with all the social media, man. It's just wild, man. It's hard keeping up.
A lot of it, man. It's a lot of it.
Yeah, I try to, keep up with the posts, man, and let people know, if you're on Instagram right now, man, go on, jump on off of that Instagram page. Come on over to Zone 16 Network on YouTube. Looks a little better. Streams a little better on the YouTube. Come holler at us. But really, I just do the Instagram just to get the word out, man. But it's hard to always put up the posts, always put up that information, man. Keeping up with it.
Yeah, you gotta be everywhere.
Everywhere at once. Gotta be everything. Gotta wear a lot of hats. I'm not wearing many hats anymore. My hair's getting too long for them now. I gotta find a new style to put on my head. Then.
I mean, plenty of hat shops in Baltimore.
Hat shops.
Yeah. You can play around all kind of different hats.
I think there's some I'm gonna rock some. Get some buckets.
A bucket?
Yeah, give me a nice old.
Man, buckets don't seem to be.
Give me a nice bucket hat.
You don't have the abundance of bucket hats we used to have them.
Like we used to back in the day.
Yeah. Had all different styles, flavors, and teams and everything on them.
Mm-hmm. So how you feeling out there, man, on this June 4th?
Hot outside.
Yeah. Hot. Yes, it is. Hoodie weather is now gone, ladies and gentlemen. It's hot outside. It's hot. But is it hot at night? No, it ain't like that yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, it ain't hot at night yet. It ain't that kind of heat.
I gotta be in that kind of summer though.
I'm looking at it. We're gonna look at iPhone weather out here. Check them out. The iPhone weather is always pretty good. High 86 degrees to Gator. 86. You ready for it?
Sure. I'm ready for it.
Man.
I mean, it makes sense.
This what you like. This what you've been calling for. This is what you've been asking for. Like, you want your seasons to be seasons.
Winter is slacking.
Winter
is slacking. Winter hasn't showed up in 6 years, 7 years, a decade. I need winter to pull his weight. Pull his weight. Or her weight. Pull their weight.
Its weight.
Pull its weight.
There you go.
Whatever.
We appreciate the thumbs up out there. Somebody already smashed that thumbs up for us out there in TV land. All right, so what did you get into this weekend, Damon?
What did I do?
What did you do?
Apparently it was a lot of fun because I don't remember.
It was so exciting.
What did I do? Wow, that's
a lot going on.
Yeah.
Did you travel? No, it wasn't this weekend you traveled. Yeah. It was last weekend you traveled. Weekend before last. Yeah. Did you travel? Yeah, did you travel?
I had to go to Annapolis. I had to take a class.
Continuing education out there. Give it up for him, y'all. Give it up for him, man. Give it up for him.
Yeah. Down our state capital.
Okay. Well,
it's beautiful down there, man.
Beautiful down there.
And you get the energy. They don't want a lot of us hanging out too much.
Yeah. Well, this past weekend, Damon, I'm gonna let the zoners get a chance to check it out. But this past weekend was the Baltimore 10 miler. Big shout out to our guy out there, man. Cheese, man. Big shout out to Black Running Organization. Check this one out, Damon. They made a little, we like to do the videos. If you don't put it on social media, on the social media video, it didn't exist. So I know my guy Cheese put this up on Instagram right here. Check this one out, man. see it right there, Dub, man. I was out there pounding the rock with the best of them, man, making it happen. Making it happen. Baltimore 10 miler, man. If you didn't know, the route, it goes reservoir to reservoir. So lake to lake out here. So you go from Druid Hill Reservoir to Druid Hill Lake, and then you run all the way to Montebello. So it's 5 miles over, turn around, come back, 5 miles back. Good time.
Yeah, I had to contend with that.
You had to drive around it.
Yeah, I realized
they block all of that off, man. All of the Greenmount is blocked off. 33rd is a major portion of the route. And then going into Montebello. So what's that right there? What is that? Hillen, the bottom of Hillen and 33rd. They kind of stopped that light there and shut that thing down, man. But it's a good time, man. It's a good time. My first time doing it. Knocked it out in an hour and 22 minutes.
What would you say was the percentage of black people that participated?
Oh, I mean, you can see just from that video, man. It was very small, very small. Now it's black runners. It's like going to Maryland. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of black people go to Maryland.
But that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, there's a lot of others there too. So you know what I mean? You at Maryland, they say that what is that? The student population is 25,000, but 5,000 of them.
It's almost 40.
Yeah, and they say about 5,000, 6,000 black people. So it was. I think it was about.
A lot of black people though.
I think it was about 2,700 that participated in the Baltimore 10 mile out there, and then out of that 2,700, they I would say about maybe 125, 100, 150, maybe 200 black people.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's something that black people black people jog, but it's just not something that's
runners, distance running. But I mean, but we dominate that sport. So it's weird.
Not black Americans.
That's true.
Not black
That's
Americans.
true. That's true. Not black Americans.
It's just that's never been a hobby.
Sprinter, black Americans, we do more sprinting.
Yeah, like you have black track clubs. But even with the black track clubs, you have distance runners in it. But what they call it, road work.
Yeah,
like distance running.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not like it's not like you don't have it.
But I mean, it was a good time, man. Good time had by all.
It looked like a good time.
Yeah.
After you did that,
they had the water. Yeah, that's what I said. They had watermelon and beer waiting for you at the finish line. So it's always a good thing. And then I'm used to the route. I mean, because I run it all the time, coming past, going from house to house type of deal. You know what I mean? Not to disclose all the information out there, but from my house to your house is a similar route. You know what I mean?
So, because Baltimore streets are very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you see someone like hit a pothole, or you see people who can't finish and they have to bring them off the course? How often do you see that?
I don't think it's necessarily because of the street that they can't finish. I think it's just.
How many people are hitting a pothole
and actually injured? I mean, I see people go down all the time in those distance running things, but a lot. I mean, I don't think it's because of the condition of the streets. Baltimore's very hilly.
Yes, it is.
This was a difficult. You know what I mean? I've run a couple marathons at this point. Baltimore was a difficult marathon. So any race in Baltimore is pretty difficult because it's a lot. I mean, going to Montebello, so we had to go up that hill right there in front of the Y where Memorial Stadium used to be, right? You think about their zones, and then down the hill. And then, you do a little lap at the reservoir there at Montebello. You come back, and you got to go back up that hill to come back. So about, about 2 miles of the course is just all hill. And then at that point, you're at like mile 7. And it's like, oh, man, I don't run up this hill. A little crazy. And then that, think coming in the back of Druid Hill Park, that hill right in front of the pool.
Yeah, I was
bro, and that's like mile 9. And that thing hits you. It hits you. It hits you right there. It's like, woo. All right, let me get myself together, because I got to pump up this hill to get back to the finish line. But, I mean, other than that, other than the hills, Baltimore's pretty, pretty cool. Good weather. It was great weather out there. Great
It
weather.
was a beautiful day.
Yeah, great weather.
I just, it's always been interesting that the things that Baltimore promotes about itself, and the fact that, like you said, it's a very hilly city. But when you think of Pittsburgh or San Francisco, you think about the hills. No one ever talks about Baltimore being the hilly city that it is.
Oh, we just got a copyright flag out here, man. Shut us down. I wonder if that video had some copywritten music in there. The Facebook live is down, man. So if you guys are on Facebook right now, that thing just went down on us. And I want to say Instagram. All meta platforms just crashed on us, man. All meta platforms just crashed on us. Suckers. Well, I mean, just to tease a lot of things coming up, Damon, we're gonna have a lot of copyright stuff in here today, man, because we got a lot to talk about, Zoners, man. Hopefully you guys are on YouTube checking us out. But we got Fauci, we got Trump, we're talking additions to Afran. We got a lot of things going on here, man. A lot of things going on. So stick around. We coming right back in a couple seconds. Go holler at these sponsors real quick. Let me find there it is. Bear Rep. We out.
That, but there are a couple of things that come to mind. One I'm sure is going to come up later is the issue of the 6-foot distance, and I made the statement that it just appeared, and that got taken at like, I don't know what's going on, it just appeared. It actually came from the CDC. The CDC was responsible for those kinds of guidelines for schools, not me. So when I said that it just appeared, it appeared. Was there any science behind it? What I meant by no science behind it is that there wasn't a controlled trial that said compare 6 foot with 3 feet with 10 feet. So there wasn't that scientific evaluation of it. What I believe the CDC used for their reason to say 6 feet is that studies years ago showed that when you're dealing with droplets, which at the time that the CDC made that recommendation, it was felt that the transmission was primarily through droplet, not aerosol, which is incorrect because we know now aerosol does play a role. That's the reason why they did it. It had little to do with me since I didn't make the recommendation, and my saying there was no science behind it means there was no clinical trial that proved that. That's just one of the things that got a little distorted in the response to that.
There you go, Damon. There you go. That guy up there. And I would have played the other clip of MGT, our girl. What is it? Beach blonde, bad built body. she went through a rant where she was bashing Fauci's character. Didn't want to call him Dr. Fauci. Was calling him Mr. Fauci. But a lot of people feel some kind of way, man, after this this COVID subcommittee hearing, and then Dr. Fauci kind of backtracking on some words here and backtracking on some positions that he took a little over, what's this now, 3 years ago?
Yeah, no, 4.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Yeah, I mean,
March
2020, March of 2020. So, yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah, March of 2020. It's man.
I don't have any issue with really what he said, but so much.
He said it wasn't me. It was CDC that said
No,
that.
well, when I read about
It wasn't me, right? It wasn't
well, this is my thing.
me. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll get to that. What he said was that was the CDC that said 6 feet.
Yeah.
CDC.
Yeah.
All right. Just from reading about germs and flu season and all that stuff, they say a cough can travel. I mean, just a regular cough, human cough, can travel some crazy distance.
Absolutely.
A sneeze.
We've always heard that.
Yes. So I don't understand why people are so up in arms and got such a hard on for trying. Oh, he said 6 feet. Then he said it's like, dude, just a cough.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something that's an international it's a pandemic, and he's saying 6 feet, why are you beefing with it? Like, what's the? I don't understand what the big beef is. And he's saying the CDC said it, but they've been saying that kind of stuff about coughing and sneezing for decades. So I don't really. It's almost like they want to, discredit him because he said it's not my words.
Yes.
That's the main reason.
Yeah, that's exact. I mean, and he's kind of taking the fall for a lot of things right now because he was the face of the pandemic for quite some time, and him as well as Trump. So,
but it's like if I tell you, look, man, wash your hands after you use the bathroom, and then after you wash your hands, take a paper towel, dry your hands with a paper towel.
Mm-hmm.
Then you turn the faucet off with that paper towel. Then you take that same paper towel, you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hear you.
I'm no doctor. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like people saying that, oh, he said the CDC said it, not me. Oh, he's just got discredited him.
Well, and then it's
I
also
don't get the beef about that. People are hanging on to that main
that particular clip. Well,
I
think a lot of the main beef is the email situation. Because he's involved in a situation where apparently he was deleting emails that had a nefarious message behind it. That they were saying that things did start in China and Wuhanish.
I mean, look, you got to take everything, man. And, you know what I mean? You got to examine everything you read.
Absolutely.
About your health.
Absolutely.
But it's just weird, the things that people want to hang on to. And that whole 6 feet thing, it's like, all right, if somebody has the flu, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
I want to say, all right, so to be the opposite side of the coin, right, to be the advocate for the devil here, we hate that kind of thing, but that's how it really is out there, right? When the common sense was kind of saying before that, well, I mean, if I can still smell foul smells through the mask and things of this nature, how is all of these mandates, how are they really helping in the situation? And, a lot of people questioned that back then, right? A lot, and I'm just using foul smells as an example.
Not through my mask.
I'm just saying, a lot of people, man, come on, man. A lot of the coverings that people were using, we know that stuff wasn't doing anything.
Oh no,
you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and like you said, when he was going tit for tat about it being aerosol or droplets and that kind of thing, and I mean, we kind of, casual observation and home remedy, you kind of already know, man, when you sneeze, it's spreading throughout the room. It's going to spread throughout the room regardless, 6 feet or no 6 feet. You know what I mean? And we kind of already knew that. But people pushed back and they were like, no, these are the mandates that are in place. This is what you have to do. So I think that is where the frustration and individuals becoming upset falls into place.
Yeah, I just don't understand why people are upset. I'm just, like I said, I want to lean on that 6 feet thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are people so upset? And when you go, speaking of which, I went to the NBA yesterday. It was this stinky dude. Oh my God. Oh man,
shout out to the stinky dude in the NBA out there, man.
Nasty. But anyway, I don't understand why in public places, when they had the mandate, and for him to say, hey, it wasn't my words, I'm going by their words, the CDC,
mm-hmm.
why are people stop? It's just the anger about it.
They got to place blame somewhere. People lost 2 years of their lives. People got forced out of jobs, Damon. Some people are still angry about losing lives during that time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We know people that died and everything. So, I mean, at this point, I'm going to say that's what it is, man. It's just total frustration.
Well,
people are upset.
At some point, I'm going to speak for black folks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're black.
That's what we do here.
But at some point, the black council got together and decided we don't listen to medical professionals anymore. Like, we decided that. We decided that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
A cross-section of black people decided that they don't listen to medical professionals. Because of past
issues, I think that some of them are well within their right to say that kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
All right,
but go ahead.
All right, so am I out of line by saying that?
No.
That there's a cross section of black people who have decided they don't listen to medical professionals.
Not at all. We're listening to you. I hear you.
All right. Now, the problem in that is, if you ain't listening to medical professionals, who the hell are you listening to? Who are you getting your advice from?
Well, I mean, and in that situation, a lot of people will say, well, a lot of it isn't, it's, damn near their medicine. So, natural, holistic. Some people go that route as well. You know what I mean?
You know that Omar Epps meme I send you all the time?
With the twisted lips.
Yeah. I'm thinking in my head right now. Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of individuals. Some people double down on it, right? They find out they have cancer, and then they double down, and they're like, "No, I'm not taking chemotherapy. I'm not taking radiation. I'm gonna take these holistic routes." And for lack of a better word, they risk things, right? Because that's what people think that they're doing when they don't use traditional Western medicine, right? So, and they use traditional holistic Eastern remedy. Yeah, whatever word you use. So you do have some people that are bold enough to do it, but then you have individuals that they pop a good game, but then when the rubber meets the road, they may not. They're gonna run quick to a doctor. So I don't, it depends on what side, where you gonna fall in this, man. Where you gonna fall?
I just think for black people, I think it's dangerous. I think it's very dangerous because if you just go by the numbers, you go across in America.
Now hold up now, because I'm about to say, because in America, like medical malpractice is like the fourth. It's like the fourth leading cause of death, Damon.
Man, look, I get all that.
Hold up now. Don't bring the numbers in it.
I know I'm gonna bring the numbers in.
Because the numbers get crazy.
I'm gonna bring the numbers in.
All right.
The average American is not college educated. The average American.
That's true.
Shit rolls downhill. So the average American is not college educated. The average black person is not college educated. So we have a cross section of a race of people who's not as educated. So again, if you're not listening,
so wait a minute now, hold up now. So are you saying that no college education means that you're unintelligent?
No.
Is that what's being said here?
I'm going with this. If you're not listening to medical professionals, my question again is,
who are you listening to?
Who are you listening
to? And we say that there's a cross section of them that are listening to
and if you have
holistic, homeopathic.
I'm saying that
all of those words you use
within our race. Remember, Americans, most are not educated. Most are not college educated.
The world.
Right. We're talking about America. We in America.
We're talking about the world.
We're talking about America.
Okay.
We're talking about America. Okay. You have a race of people, black people, black folks.
Slim Griffian building.
All right. We have a cross section who's also not college educated. They're not listening to medical professionals. There's all types of health issues that are rampant in the black community. So again, if you ain't listening to medical professionals and you yourself ain't medically educated, then who you listening to? That's dangerous. That's all I'm saying. It's very dangerous. I get it. Hey man, you know me, you and I have talked about it for years. We don't just, doctors don't write blank checks with us. We ask questions.
Absolutely.
But there'll be a guy smoking a Black and Mild, drinking Hennessy, talking about, well, I ain't listen to no doctors. It's like, come on, man. So if you're not listening to medical professionals, you're listening to that's the kind of the Fauci thing that was, because it's all over the place. Oh, Fauci, he lying about the.
But all right, so what do you do in the
Come on,
case?
man.
What do you do when we are faced with a situation like this, where okay, the talking heads that were saying that he was lying, and now it comes out that he's lying. Now what?
He didn't lie.
He did. He deleted the email.
No, I'm not talking about the email. I'm like I said, this is the thing that went whole viral about the 6 feet.
Well, I mean, we played 1 minute clip, but it was, you know what I mean, in an hour, 2 hour long deposition out there with the, with the subcommittee, it came out that he deleted certain emails that incriminated him.
It seemed like he was, I don't even want to call him a liar, man. It seemed to me like he was writing the script as the movie was. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch a movie and you like, damn, it's like
so then an educated doctor didn't know what was going on.
I can buy.
So he was in a situation where he didn't know what was going on.
I can buy that. I can buy that. I can buy that more than me sitting there. He said 6 feet, and now he's saying somebody else said that. And okay, so what's wrong with you being 6 feet
and in
from somebody?
But then the clip that we played. In the clip that we played, right, and like I said, so the pushback comes in, well, if you don't know what's going on, why are you going to sit up there, beat your chest and posture and say and act like you know what's going on, and then also double down on mandates?
He always seemed a bit confused to me.
Why don't everybody out here just admit we don't know what the hell is happening right now?
Now,
that's what needed to be said.
And I'm with that. I'm also with that. What you're saying,
like it's okay to say I don't know. Yeah. I have no problem with this. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't speak intelligently on that. That's the phrase that I like to use, and I would have liked to hear that.
In some respects, he does say it though.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. Me and you, I'm okay with him with the part where he's like, look, man, I got it from them. And, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But, it's the fact that people are hanging on to all this, or all the doctors lying because he lying. It's like, dude, come on, man. Look, man, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't listening to medical professionals, who you listening to?
Who are you listening to?
I got always, it's cool. We all go to the barbershop. Everybody got all their, yes, black seed oil going to heal all this, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I'm with all that. At some point, who you listening to? You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And that's dangerous. Dangerous to play them games.
We trying to find out in the chat, man. Who you listening to, man? Do you think it's dangerous? Let us know in the comments, man. We're gonna take a little quick break. We'll be right back. I'm trying to get this on the screen. Give me a second.
You see,
I was moving too slow.
Because when you sign up to be an organ donor, when you get a license,
I've been changed that status. I'm not on.
But that's
I've been changed that.
I can speak on that differently, but I'm just saying. But yes, I'm the kind of person who thinks that they trying to get your organs and stuff, and they see that, and like if you in golf pictures, some type of accident, and they see that on your license,
especially black people. Our stuff. So, they want our stuff, man.
Man, I'm with all the conspiracy theories. I've been woke before it was cool to be woke.
Hey, we don't want to use that word here. We say conscious.
No, I'm gonna use their word because I ain't down with that. I'm not down with what they doing because they not really woke. A lot of them, they just saying they woke.
Yeah. Shout out to Dion Malone out there. Dion Malone is saying you just have to be your own advocate, seek medical attention, but do research at the same time. There are more people. There are more people's lives. More people's lives were saved than lost. All right, so that's Dion Malone participating.
Amen to that.
That one.
You know, some with all the conspiracy. Look, I love a good conspiracy. I love it. You know, I go all day about some conspiracies.
Well, hey, look. All right. So we falling down the bizarro world rabbit hole out here. Here's the clip that's going to get us shadow banned again right here, Damon. It's going to get us put up off the joint, man. All right, this guy right here. You talk about conspiracies. This clearly is one. Man, you talk about. Come on, man. Why did they say it in the chat, man? The Teflon Don out there, man. That one right there is courtesy of TNT Sports and UFC, Dana White and those guys out there. But you see it, man. After Trump's conviction, his popularity raised, Damon. And his popularity raised so much, right? They're saying that Donald Trump's campaign and the Republican National Committee say that they raised $141 million for Trump. All right, now, after the guilty conviction, so Trump's campaign said in a press release, Damon, Monday that it had received more than $2 million worth of donation. Or no, I'm sorry, more than 2 million donations in the month of May, averaging $70 a donation. All right, more than a third of the haul. All right, that came in. More than a third of the haul came in from online contributions in the 24 hours after the verdict was announced.
Think about that.
So in 24 hours, he got 37%, 40% of $141 million
for paying off a porn star and trying to fix the election. And, I mean, 34. I don't even know what all the 34 are. I don't even know. Think about this,
man.
You know, when people say we're a laughing stock to other countries around the world,
This is the kind of stuff that's going on.
When you think about it, you know, our boy Fidel Castro, he was always our fashion idol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wearing the camo.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but when you look around,
he had the rough beard before anybody.
He had the struggle beard. Man.
Yes.
That's what I got. I got the struggle beard. But it's my fashion idol. But what's our boy in North Korea?
Kim Jong Il.
You look at him. You look at African presidents throughout history. When you see them in that military garb, you look at Haile Selassie. You see people. You know, it's a certain level of respect.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know anything about the country.
Yeah.
But when you think of America, you think of this bozo. I mean, look at him. This man is coming out to a bunch of drunks and
wrestling fans. Who are they listening to? Yeah, who are the wrestling fans out there? The UFC fans out there.
They're the same people.
Now, and this, man, all of these conversations have a lot of layers to unravel, though. So we just talking COVID, and we saw Trump shake Joe Rogan's hand out there, and a lot of people are apologizing to Joe Rogan right now about the ivermectin. Remember that whole fiasco that he went through, and Trump telling everybody to use bleach.
Joe Rogan was also talking about horse tranquilizers.
Well, that was the ivermectin, but it's coming out now that there is human grade ivermectin. It's not all horse tranquilizer. You know what I'm saying?
Dropping N-bombs too.
Yeah, a lot of that. Well, I mean, come on now. We know that this guy on the screen right here.
That's Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's what he does. And are we gonna say that a major percentage of them in behind closed doors drop those N-bombs? Can we go there?
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna say the door is cracked open.
He said it's not even behind closed door. You walked by and heard it. Like, what is going on in this room back here? Oh, yeah. It's Trump and Joe Rogan. But I mean, come on, man. This guy. All right. So, and the crazy thing is, we're seeing right now. So, all right, he's $141 million in the treasury chest right now for him to run for president. He could possibly win. So this guy is going to win And if he wins, he may very well end up doing the presidency on either house arrest or actually the first couple of months being in prison itself. Because there's nothing that says that he can't run, and it's actually they can't take him off of the ballot now.
Who would you say was the first president where you saw it actually affected your daily life? That you saw the shift, like, oh wow, this president, things are different.
I mean, as a child.
Oh, as a child, just that far back for you.
No, I mean, as a child, we could clearly see the difference between Bush Sr. and Clinton. We saw how it was in the late 80s and then how things changed around in the 90s. In the 90s for and that you know what I mean. Now we weren't
president though.
We weren't old enough to really voice our opinion on it. But I saw the change in that, because I mean, quietly. And the crazy thing is, Clinton went through exactly what Trump is going through. He paid hush money. He paid hush money to Monica Lewinsky and all of that kind of stuff, right?
No, he didn't pay money.
That didn't come out about him. No, I thought that came out about him. He just lied about the actual cheating. So what Trump was doing was just saying, all right, well, we don't want anybody to find out, so I'm gonna just pay.
Money shots everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, we weren't old enough to really comment on that, but we were old enough to see changes in society, and then definitely at 24 when Bush Jr. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When Bush, because that was 24. That was 24 for me, 25 for you in 2000 when Bush Jr. came into office, and you saw things.
Yes, W.
Yeah,
W is the one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He was the first president.
Junior this time.
Yeah. That I really things changed, like America, like the Patriot Act. Going to the airport.
9/11.
Things like that is where, like the airport experience. So our children, children in college and all that, they know nothing about what the airport was like.
Prior to this, just getting on the plane and flying and not having to take your clothes off and all of that kind of stuff.
Well, how about this? You stand there and watch your loved one take off in the plane.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember I'll be taking a flight, and I'm a knife guy. You're a knife guy too. I remember sometimes I would give my sister my knives. And she's just walking around the airport with butterfly knife, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no way you're getting anywhere near.
Not doing any of that, man.
People are boarding planes with a knife. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not happening.
That was the first president that I saw. So what scares me with Trump is just how crazy can things get. We gotta. It's funny to us, what I'm saying? Like, I
mean, we saw them march on the Capitol over him. So right now it's, people should be kind of shaking in their boots a little bit, man. It's a
little scary because you don't know, because things like, that's why I asked about what president you saw things change. We saw things change with Obama, as far as gay marriage. We've seen America change. Yeah. But this is, it's emboldened the lesser. I'm
being political, being PC out there.
I'm just saying, I went back to the educated people.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not being Mr. Snob right now, but
I'm about to say, man, you go with that education.
It's a lot of uneducated people in America.
Hey.
It is.
They don't say give me education or give me death, Damon. They say give me freedom or give me death.
You got a lot of people who
I'm just saying how,
uninformed. There are a lot of uninformed people. The fact that anyone would elect a man as the commander-in-chief of the United States military. A man. You see what I'm saying? I don't really care what toes I'm stepping on right now. I don't. You are the commander-in-chief of the United States military. The most one of the most historically violent
nations.
Violent militaries have dropped bombs on people. Bombs, real bombs.
Currently doing it right now, as we speak, in the process of.
And you putting this nutball
in
the White House?
Now, but see, here's the thing, right? So they gave him the keys to the car before. He didn't crash it. The guy that's currently in office right now is the one that crashed it. Now, the problem is we're not getting any other viable options, valuable options to.
Who says who?
I mean, who else is out there? Who Nikki Haley, Vivek, what was the young man Vivek? I mean, can we even name? I mean, since Biden is the incumbent, I can't even name any Democratic category.
It's a guy that
What they said, Cornel West was running. I mean,
there's a guy.
You want to see Cornel West run the country?
There's a guy that might be in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's an accountant. He went to Morgan State.
Mm-hmm.
College graduate.
I don't know. No, I don't see my Marcus not here today. Marcus left. He left us hanging out there. Marcus Jones left us hanging out.
All right. It might be another guy. I think there's a nice lady out there in the chat. She's also an accountant.
Mm-hmm.
Got another guy out there, educator. He's been all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The three of them, I will pick over Trump and Biden
to run the country.
Yes. Can you say who's viable? Yes.
Well, they not on the ticket. You got to write them in. You got to write them in on the ballot.
The point is, if I could pick three people I know that I think are more competent than Donald Trump, you telling me down in Northern Virginia
they don't have somebody that they know.
The guy at the Pentagon.
So then, all right. So like
graduated from West Point.
Yeah, then that's that.
He's not more. Come on.
We can pop it on the screen for the people, man. That's what puts us in this bizarro realm, man. Why are these two guys our option for president this year? Why? That is bizarre. That is bizarro world.
It is.
That is bizarro.
Like I would pick Joe Biden over my barber.
That's saying your barber is running for president.
I'm just saying. I would pick Joe Biden over my barber because Joe Biden has been to law school and he's been a politician. He's a career politician. Yeah. That's the only reason. I'm not saying he's smarter than him.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only reason.
We gotta see. Hey, let's take a quick break real quick. And we'll be right back, man. We're gonna talk additions to AFRAM Festival, Damon, before we get out of here, man. Additions to AFRAM, man. What you know about that? And then briefly, we're gonna talk because I want to give some actual time to the Caitlin Clark Method Man conversation, and we're running out of time today, so I might save that until Thursday. But let's get to this break. We'll be right back. All right, they see it up on the screen right there, Damon. It has been some additions added to the AFRAM concert, Damon. Freeway. Philadelphia Freeway has been added to the list, man. Crystal Waters has been added to the list. Yeah, Crystal Waters. With a lot of I guess they did that for the club.
I'm homeless.
Yeah. Now, how about this, Damon? The Young Guns. Those guys are still rapping.
Why not?
The Young Guns.
Do?
Oh, hey, look, it's Black Music Month, man. The Young Guns out there. I don't know who this guy is. Who is PDP? Somebody out there in the chat.
PD Crack.
That's PD Crack? PDP?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So basically, State Property's going to be there.
Yeah, State Property's going to be there. And then the last one is this guy Fields here. I'm not sure, but they've been added to the list along with Big Daddy Kane. Who else was in it? Big Daddy Kane. Maya's coming. Busta Rhymes, The Time.
Is that Monster?
Yeah.
Morris Day?
Yeah. So I mean, the concert's getting thicker and thicker, y'all. And we're about 2 weeks away from AFRAM 2024, man. We want to see you out. Come on down to the third largest park, second largest urban park. Second largest urban park, but third largest in size. I want to say is what I've learned about it, man. Good old Druid Hill Park.
It's huge.
Yes. So you might as well come on through. Young Guns out there, AFRAM editions, man. Good stuff. Now, this is helping the current incumbent, right? Brandon Scott. This is, you know what I mean? These are feel-good stories. He's bringing, you know what I mean? He's bringing the culture to the people out here.
Okay.
So he's winning right now. He's winning.
Okay. All right. I agree with you 100% on that.
Mm-hmm.
As the cool people say, that's our guy.
yeah.
Now listen.
He's winning.
Now you've heard me bloviate about this before. Last week I had a bit of a meltdown about it. I want Baltimore's version of what we do. That is what I want.
As far as musicians and far as artists.
Freeway's what we do. I want that.
Think
about that. You ever see? If you look, think about when it came out. We were in the club when it came out.
Man, that song was fantastic.
I've seen it before, but in Philly before.
Yeah, fantastic.
You know what I'm saying? When KRS One performed South Bronx, you feel like you're from the South Bronx. I want that. I want that for Baltimore. I want that, man. I want our sons. They're young enough that they can, man, you go to college, man, they play the Baltimore anthem. You can puff the chest out.
No Tim Trees.
Nah, man.
No Tim Trees for you.
Come on. What we do is, come on, man.
That's on another level than Bankroll. It's on another level than
It's
Bankroll.
like South Bronx.
Yeah.
South Bronx is almost like a war cry. Come on, you know it, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You born and raised in West Baltimore, but you know when South Bronx comes from.
Yeah. Big shout out to Freeway though, because I know isn't that brother suffering from kidney failure? So it's and that, because of my father, rest in peace, Joe Garner Sr. out there, but I always hold those individuals with kidney failure near and dear to my heart out there, man. That's how I lost my pops out there. So it's good to see him still going strong, still performing. You know what I mean? Still performing out there.
Seems like a good guy.
Yeah, he looks pretty healthy in the picture. So shout out to State Property out there, man. State Property coming through. They coming right down 95 South. They're gonna turn it out for us here in Baltimore, man. Good stuff, damn. Good stuff.
Man, go give me a fish basket.
Well, the other thing that went on, and I didn't download. I'm glad I didn't download it because we actually are running out of time, but we'll get to it later on this week. Is Roots Picnic. We had footage from one of our zoners out there, man. Big shout out to Ray Askins, man. Ray the third out there, and he sent footage from Roots Picnic. From the Roots Picnic, Damon.
Yes. I wonder how that would go in Baltimore.
Roots Picnic.
Yeah, something similar. Festival, big 3-day festival like that. No,
well, I mean, isn't that what we're about to experience with AFRAM? I mean, it's 2 days. So. It's different.
It's different.
Roots Picnic is different.
It's different. It's crazy.
Right.
You just talked about how big Drudo Park is. That's like Drudo Park is being taken over. The whole
park.
It would make you realize just how big Drudo Park is. And to see that in Philly, that big, different stages.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. If you're not a big festival person,
it could bother you being around that many people.
Yeah, if you don't like crowds, if you need just 6 feet like Fauci said.
Well, no, he didn't say it. He said I didn't. It was me. It was them. It was them Negroes over there. They said. Hey, look, here's another conversation. Like I said, we running out of time here because both of us got kids that we got to go get bad. But we appreciate y'all for rocking out with us on the midday vibes here with the Liquid Lunch team. But 2 weird topics, and we're going to get to this on Thursday, Damon. But we got Caitlin Clark in one hand, and then we got Method Man, right? And then Method Man was at Summer Jam, Damon, and I'm about to tell the zoners why I think these topics relate to each other, right? Method Man was at Summer Jam, and you see with his tweet right there on the screen, Method Man's like saying, "Not our crowd at all. Thanks again, New York, whole tri-state. You guys showed out. Plus Pete and Ebro, but I got love for you guys, but never again. At this point, the generation gap is too wide for me." And I relate this to what's going on right now with Caitlin Clark. People are acting like the WNBA just came around. They're acting like seeing a hard foul has never happened before. I mean, Damon, you and I grew up on the Jordan rules and Shaq Attack.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat Jordan up.
Beat the hell out of him.
They beat.
There's rear-ending fouls.
They broke his foot. I mean, the Pistons broke his foot, man. So and then we lived through Shaq. We lived through Hacker Shaq. They literally had to change the rules because other teams were just hammering Shaq because he was so dominant. So it's kind of confusing to me, and it shows the generational gap. And I mean, the other thing is, I mean, you and I grew up on Gina Thompson and Cheryl Swoops, and and
Cooper.
Yeah, Reggie Miller's sister. So for everyone to act,
the great Cheryl Miller, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And Swoops had her own Jordan. So, you know what I mean? This isn't the first time that we've seen people come, we've seen women.
We remember Dawn Staley, the player.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it is showing an obvious generation gap out here on all around, man, whether it be with athletics that we're dealing with, whether it be with the hip hop that we're dealing with. And I mean, you see a hip hop aficionado, Method Man himself is saying, man, these guys don't even know who I am.
I mean, but sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
Even with the generation gap, I also think some of it is people who never watched sports. Like I don't even know if it's even a gap in.
Yeah, a lot of Johnny come lately.
Yeah, a lot of social media knowledge and YouTube knowledge that's going on right now. Because, like you brought up Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a damn star. He was a rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
He had a championship under his belt from college.
And it was the no layup rule. They were elbowing him. They were hitting him in the face. I mean, one of his famous clips of it is of him getting slapped in the face by Bill Laimbeer while he's
and he wasn't a rookie neither. He wasn't a rookie. He was a star. He had $100 tennis shoes.
Yeah.
And we were on like Jordan 4, and they were beating him up.
So I want to save it. I want to say because we only got three more minutes before we get out of here. But
Karl Malone threw a bow to Isaiah Thomas's head, and he was a star.
Yeah. So keep that in mind, zoners. We are going to come back. We laugh and joke, Damon and I do all the time about being old curmudgeons, but we are going to come back on Thursday, and we got to discuss this generational gap thing, man. Because Titus calls me old all the time. And I'm actually younger than I'm like the youngest one in the crew. And I'm like, bro, how you calling me old, Titus? You know, like, what's going on with that, man?
Hey, man, the kids gonna call you old. Just say you classic. Don't out old, say you classic.
Vintage out here. Good stuff, man.
Seasoned.
Good stuff. But hey, before we get out of here, we always like to come with the little known actual factuals, Damon. And we only had one birthday that we can really celebrate today. Happy birthday to Samuel Gravely. All right. Did you know that the first African American to command a U.S. warship? And he was also the first African American Navy admiral, Damon. Yeah. Samuel Gravely was born today. Now, I have it verified that as recently as 2022, he was still alive. He was 100 years old. So I don't know if he's still alive now.
I take him over Trump.
Yeah, to be president. Dang, he said he'd take the 100-year-old admiral over Trump.
Everybody. Yesterday was Tech
from Smith and Wesson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good Smith and Wesson guy.
Mm-hmm. Great album. Great. The Shining was a great album. All right, now also on this day in history, Damon, little known actual factual out there. All right, Angela Davis was acquitted of charges related to a 1970 courtroom shootout by an all-white jury in San Jose, California. And then right there on camera left, we had in 1979, we had Jerry Rawlings. He became the president of Ghana after overthrowing General Akufo in a bloody military coup. Damon. How about that one? How about that?
Yeah, see, that's kind of stuff I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Here.
So a coup going on here.
Yeah, I'm worried about. Look,
Red Dawn, man. Shout out to all the Red Dawn fans out there.
Look, man. Them hillbillies and rednecks, man, with their firearms.
Hey,
look, I'm just saying.
Gotta watch out for it. Gotta watch out for it. And then, you know.
Donald got quite an army.
And you know we like to end the note. You know, we talking hip hop, and we're gonna talk producers on Thursday, Damon. Did we pick a producer? We gotta pick our first producer to talk. But on this day, Damon, in hip hop history, Nas, "If I Ruled the World," the single was released.
Oh man.
Yeah, big shout out to Lauryn Hill out there. You know, good time.
Remember when the video dropped?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Classic stuff.
Was the single out yet when that video? Like, did we hear the single for the first time?
Because they had the remix, right? They did the remix version of it.
No, the song came out. But remember, this is back when music videos were really a thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you would hear the song for the first time with the video.
Yeah.
Did we hear it? Because remember, he's playing the messages in that Big Ben.
Yep.
And he snaps his finger and then it comes on.
Fake thug, no love. You get the slug.
I think that's the first time we heard the song.
Good stuff there, man. Good stuff.
Good old days.
Yep. The good old days. Hey, we appreciate y'all for hanging out, man, rocking out with us, man. Come back on Thursday, 12:30ish, for another episode of Grand Day Baltimore. We out here. Peace.